Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Diablo 3. And on today's episode, I am joined by a group of friends. Some of you guys may recognize them by now. We got Dark Dragon with us.
Howdy guys, and these are my amazing nephews.
And we have two other characters with us. One is labeled as Fox.
Hey, what's up?
And why did you name your character Fox? What's the story behind that name?
I like the animal.
Oh, okay. Did you love that song, right? What does the fox say? I thought it was freaking hilarious. Yeah. And then we also have DevDog98 with us.
Hello.
Now, what class are you playing, man?
I am playing as the Crusader.
And what do you think of that character so far? Has that been one of the characters you played back in the day, or is it brand new to you?
I played it I played it when I got the expansion for my PlayStation 3, because I was like, oh, new character, must, and then I fell in love with it, but nothing will ever take my place of my wizard. No.
And you'll have to show us your wizard one day when I get up high enough level. But for now, we're pretty low level. We're just going through the basic quest, showing you what they have in store for us and things of that. We're going to talk to Deckard Cain here. This is going to be one of the first times that we actually get a quest from him. So I'm kind of interested to see what he has to tell us.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Leoric should be in the unformed land, yet he stands between me and the fallen star.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts.
Dun, dun, dun.
And you were actually just telling me that the blacksmith was normally located over here. And when he finally is here, you can upgrade him, right? I mean, that's what you were saying is he will gain levels?
You can upgrade your artisans, which is your blacksmith, your jeweler, and your mystic, up to level 12 each. And by upgrading them, it allows them to do more complicated things, like the jeweler would make it so you can make higher level jewels and gems and like rings and amulets, which is part of your jewelry. The blacksmith, so he can roll higher level weapons and armor. And the mystic, it allows you to be able to transmogrify your gear, which is, and here's the cool thing, if you get an item that has a different look, you can take that look of that item and put it onto another one, so you can make your character look like what you want.
Deckard Cain said,
"Not now.
It must be done."
Thank you. Follow me."
I didn't skip that.
Oh, that was me. So keep going, man.
Okay. But also the mystic can also re-roll stats on an item. So if you get an item that's perfect except for one stat, you can re-roll that one stat to get the stat that you wanted.
So how do you upgrade them? Like, do you pay them money? Do you get special items?
It costs a lot of money and those materials that I showed you earlier.
Okay. But if you're playing seasonal, it said that you lose that when it finally is over, right?
When the season is over, your seasonal character is gone. But what it does is, like your witch doctor that you have now, it'll move it over to your normal.
So you want to spend that extra cash, those extra items, on your main game, probably, right?
Well, seasonal, it's for people who have already played the game multiple times, and they've already beaten it, they already know the storyline and whatnot. But you get more gold and a higher drop rate for good gear, and there's also specific items that you can only get through doing this. Like, if you give me just a second, I'll show you. Where'd you go?
I'm over here by the entrance. So basically,
see the blue dog that I have?
Oh yeah, where'd you get that guy from?
That's a seasonal achievement. And I also have these.
Oh, check that out, guys. Those are friggin' cool. You have those on a new character, not even Not
Yeah,
even an older
because
character.
any achievements that you make are account based, so you can throw them onto a new character. I can even throw on my pennant. See the big thing on my back now?
Right. And Fox has a what is that? A fire arrow and an ice one?
I believe so. I'm not actually positive.
Is that a
No, one is fire, the other is just a normal magic one.
is that a an achievement, or is that something that you just got because of your weapons?
Weapons.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
they're demon hunter skills. Rapid fire is a fire-based arrow, and then he also has a cold-based arrow that he can shoot.
Now, what do you guys think of the Demon Hunter so far? Now that you're playing them,
It's nice. I like the attack speed rating. It's amazing.
now have you gotten them to high level or grouped with them in the past?
Yeah, I grouped with my cousin. When we were on the console Xbox 360, I was a monk when we were doing that.
And
His character was like way overpowered.
How's the monk class?
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
It actually is. I actually enjoy it.
They have some really good group buffs.
Holy crap, dudes! That was friggin' wicked. I don't know what you just tossed there, but all the enemies went flying off in the other direction.
That was because we leveled up.
Yeah, we exploded.
Oh,
Now,
really? It was like a Highlander kind of thing?
kind of.
Like everything explodes around you?
Just so you know, we just got Soul Harvest. When you hit it, you feed on the life force of up to 5 enemies within 18 yards, gain 3% intelligence for each affected enemy, and it lasts for 30 seconds. But when I explore a zone, I like to go around the edge of the zone and then clear out the middle. The reason is when you're sitting over here next to the edge of the zone, you're only going to get attacked from the one side. You don't have to worry about things surrounding you, and then it gets kind of hectic.
Right.
But there are people who are they're so OP, they just run right through the middle and they don't care.
Well, I'm just following
I
you
like
guys, so wherever you guys want to go, I'm more than happy to follow. I do get what you're saying, they're going around the outside seems to be a little safer. Unless, of course, it's a friggin' giant zone, and then you'll never get to see the inside, unless you kind of risk it a little bit, but...
Well, there are big zones, but each zone, I like the way that they do it. They're all sectionalized. Like, you'll have a big area with 2 paths that lead to the next section. So you just go around and you don't go up the paths, and you just clear out that one sectionalized area.
Yeah,
it's a nice way to do it.
they didn't quite do that for Diablo 2. I know that one was just... Man, there was massive zones in that one that went on for, like, hours. You know, it just...
Yeah, they were too big in some places.
Yeah, and it was all these dungeons part of it as well, so you'd go into a dungeon, and the dungeon would be enormous, and you'd be in there for like an hour and a half, come out and be like, oh yeah, I forgot, there's this huge part up here I haven't explored as well, and go into another dungeon, then another dungeon. And, you know, you'd be in one little area, you know, for days sometimes trying to, you know, defeat everything, go through every dungeon.
Yeah. But they did pretty good on this one. I mean, the zones are nice sizes, but they're not overbearing. And, you know, you have little sub-dungeons here and there.
Which is nice for people who are playing solo, because, you know, for people who are playing in groups like we are, I think we're making it look easy, to be honest, because we got some really overpowered people with us, because they do have those paragons like we were talking about. And, you know, we have so many of us here to begin with that it's probably a little easier because of that as well. But if you're doing this by yourself, that might be a little
Not
difficult.
necessarily.
Balances.
The more people, the harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys have played solo. Especially one of you were saying that you actually prefer it that way. If you think back to when you first started the game and you were soloing, which one do you think would be harder, grouping or solo?
That depends on a lot of things, really. Like your level. It's just too, like, there's too much to put into it. It's not like a simple yes, no type thing. Like I prefer this or that.
Right.
Because like grouping has its advantages and disadvantages. Soloing, same thing. I really don't know how to answer that, honestly.
Well, I mean, not advantages or disadvantages, but just like difficulty-wise. Do you find that you will die more often when you're solo, or that you're running into enemies that you just can't kill yet? You have to come back and level up a little bit.
It's
With
about
that,
the same for both.
Well, we really haven't seen anything like that yet for us. I mean, you guys, like I said, are OP, so we're going through like those enemies we just fought. They had a ton of hit points. I imagine they'd probably be pretty difficult to fight. I mean, granted, they are harder because all of us are here, but you know, with that said, I think they would still be pretty hard to fight by ourselves.
Yeah, but with our paragons, it makes it a little bit easier. The paragons that we're using don't really make our damage go up. They just make our survivability go way up. So I don't know, it's kind of either way, but the more people you have in the group, the higher level and the stronger and the more mobs you get. So it balances itself compared to playing solo.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that means it's very well balanced, and you know, it's hard to do that. I don't know very many games that have very succeeded at making it an equal gameplay, whether you're grouping or soloing. Usually one or the other will kind of take prominence, and most people will tend to go that route. Holy crap. Dude, I'm getting achievements all over the place now.
You just fake.
You guys, man, I swear, the amount of damage you do with that bow, it's cool. I like it. I actually kind of envious of that class now.
Hey, I'll tell you the truth. Half the damage in our group is from that bow.
I can believe it. I mean, just looking at how fast it shoots off, and really when it hits the enemies, everything dies. It just goes right through them. And
the thing I also like is if you look at my character, I can just go like a bolt.
That's cool. So you can get in and out of combat fairly easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you go back to how I take damage like pretty high with my bow, but if I get hit, I take it pretty bad. You use that and you get out. So, that comes in handy.
Although with all these pets kind of blocking for you, I don't see you having to do that too much.
Yeah, well, plus the Paragon points. I put it in life per second, so I heal like they hit me and it's already healed.
Do not change skills while in combat.
Just remember, his little ability of being able to knock down a single target, because that's what that auto fire does, is it gives him the ability to... Oh, wait, I just noticed something. You have to get out of combat. Come over here for a second, guys.
Alright, what's up?
If you hit S, you'll notice that we are level 10, so we have unlocked our first passive.
Oh, check it out. We can do Circle of Life, or we can do Jungle Fortitude. Which one are you going to do, man?
I'm gonna do Jungle Fortitude just because I already have 3 dogs and they're not dying, so I don't need another one to pop.
Okay, well, I'll do Circle of Life just to test it out and, kind of give our characters a little bit of a difference because we don't want them to be exact copies of one another. So I'm going to go ahead and click that one. What about the rest of you guys? What do you have as choices?
I have either Tactical Advantage whenever you use Bolt, Smokescreen, or Backflip. With Evasive Fire, you gain 60% movement speed for 2 seconds, or Thrill of the Hunt. Every 6 seconds, your next skill that costs Hatred will immobilize all enemies hit for 2 seconds.
And which one do you think you're going to pick on that one?
Well, I have Vault on right now, so I'm going to go with the Tactical Advantage. So every time I do it, 60% movement speed for 2 seconds.
And what about
I really don't know how to pronounce it. I'll try it the best I can. It's like Fervor and Heavenly Strength. I'm going for Heavenly Strength so I can get that 2-handed weapon with one hand, and my damage dealt though is reduced by 20%, but still going for that.
Sweet.
Being able to use 2-handed with one hand.
So we get those, another one at 20, another one at 30, and then not another one till level 70. So you only get to go 4? That's it?
Yep. There is a way to get a 5th.
But there's a lot of stuff you can do in here. There's some stuff that opens up at level 13 and 16. Could you wait? I mean, do you have to do those first two, or can you wait till a higher level and then come back in and do some of the other ones?
Either or, but it's always best to at least use something as soon as it's unlocked.
Oh, so you can change it later on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But also, you want to change your skills now because you've unlocked some runes. Like, for example, shoot your dart.
There we go. How do you shoot it?
Hold shift and just click anywhere. Okay, now look at mine.
Oh, wow. How did you do that?
If you go into S and left click on your poison dart, you'll see that you have a skill rune of splinters unlocked. It changes it from the single dart to 3 darts.
I also have corpse spiders unlocked as well.
That's these right here.
Leaping spiders. Let's go with leaping spiders. Let's see. How do I...
And notice how my Grasp of the Dead is purple.
There we go. Can I cast it?
You
Is
have
that
to
it?
hit 1 through 4 to do the spiders.
Oh, okay. So I gotta hold the shift button down.
No, only on the left and... On
Yeah,
the left,
that's
like,
where I
you
put
have
it for
to
the
hold
spiders.
shift. Okay, yeah, then you have to do that. I have my spiders on number 2.
I have on number 2 Soul Harvest right now, so I guess there's only so many skills you can have up at the moment, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with spiders. I want to go with more pets than anything else. Oh, I like this. This is... Holy crap, guys.
Just wait until we're like really into the game and there's like a whole bunch of elites with like 5 different like power things that they can do.
Oh yeah.
Like jailer and stuff, and there's just like spells going off everywhere on the screen, commotion everywhere.
Yeah, but with so many different classes and so many different pets, I imagine, you know, this would be a great combination of players to just go into a dungeon and wreck it.
Oh, all of them are. That's
This
what I love.
pool right here, this yellow one, obviously isn't like the health one that gives you experience.
Now, it's
25%.
special. Each pool of reflection you get gives you 25% more XP. But it stacks. You can get 10 of them.
So it just gives you extra XP forever?
Well, watch when you click it. Look, see right above your skills how there's that bar with 10 different dots?
Right.
Okay, watch. See how there's a little diamond on your XP bar?
No, you now have
Look
a
over
pool
to
of
the
bonus
right.
experience, which will persist between games. Dying will remove this. Oh, so as long as you don't die.
Right, but look on your XP bar. You see the ones that are filled?
Right, yeah, I see the little
Look
diamond.
over to
now.
the right, yeah. You will get that bonus XP up to that diamond. And the way it works is, I'm looking at it, we're the same level, so it should be the same. It's going to take 22,100 XP for the whole level. So we're going to get 25% bonus XP for 10% of this level.
That's not bad at all, man. That's pretty nice. And there's you can say it stacks up to 10 times?
Yes.
Wow. Have you ever gotten 10 of them in a level?
Oh yeah, I've had a stack of 10 like constant for, I don't know, 12, 15 paragons.
Oh, wow. That would definitely level you up, I imagine, pretty freaking quickly. What's
Yeah.
the fastest you've ever leveled up to level, what, 70 is the max?
Yeah. About 13 minutes.
13 minutes?
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
I told you.
And how'd you do that? You,
Hold on. Who is this down here that keeps running to the south? Let's.
That's not me.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was
I'm
never
gonna
that
work.
way.
I'm working towards the story progression for them, so I'm not gonna do full zone clears.
oh, no, we can do the full zone clears. It's interesting to see what they drop.
No, then it'll take forever.
I don't mind. Unless you guys really want to get through it. I mean, I like to explore around and just kind of check to see what we got and clear off some dungeons and maybe get some good loot.
Oh,
I
me
will
too,
do
but
whatever you would like to do, Casey.
we can always come back. That's the cool thing about it. Is we can always come back.
Alright, man, I'll follow you guys.
Alright, let's finish these guys off.
I do like the colors. There's very, very vivid colors in this game. The spells, the monsters.
Yeah.
It's one of the things about Diablo 2 that I'm glad they improved upon, is they had some pretty dull colors in there. It was just kind of grays, and the sand level was, you know, the same color all around. And yeah, I mean, they had a great story, and they had... Do we go on here?
Well, here's the best part. We have to find the Chancellor's altar. Now, if you look on the HUD, you'll see to the left, there's the defiled crypt, and then there's a defiled crypt that you're standing at, and then there's going to be a third one down here. And it can also be on this one as well. It's Random Witch 3. But one of them is where we actually have to go. The other two are decoys.
Okay. But are there going to be monsters, like bad guys,
Oh, yeah.
as far as like name guys in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just you never know which one is the one for the storyline.
So they might waste a little bit of your time, but you're still going to get loot out of it, which, like you said, is primarily what you're after anyway, so it's not really a waste of time.
Oh, there's another thing. Don't break all of them. See these ashes and all that?
Mm-hmm.
You can break them. They're breakable items. If you break a lot of items in succession, you get a bonus, which gives you XP.
You get a bonus to your XP for breaking items?
No, it gives you a bonus, and then according to how high the bonus is, you get XP.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a little mini achievement every once in a while for just exploring. That's kind of nice.
Here's a boss.
Wow, jeez. Zool the what?
Zool the Summoner, and he has Vortex.
Why does that remind me of Ghostbusters? Isn't that guy's name as well?
Zool. Yeah, it is his name.
I can't remember what his last name was in that. Was Zool the Conqueror?
Zool the
Destroyer?
Zool the Destroyer.
Yeah, it could have been something like that. I just remember they hung him, they burned him, they decapitated him. They did like everything in the grandmother to that guy, and somehow he was still alive. And then they made a painting of the guy. Like, why would you do that? I don't know. But
Oh, you're thinking Vigo.
Vigo, there you go. Zool was the other guy at the top. Yeah. When they ask him if he's a god, he's like,
Sigourney Weaver.
no, yeah. Well, she was in both of them, wasn't she? She was in the second one. Yeah, because she had a kid, right?
Oh yeah. She's the one that Vigo fell in love with
Right, because she's working at the
at the art shop.
yeah. What was she doing in the first one? Do you remember? Wasn't she a musician?
I don't know. I know that she played music, but I don't actually know what her job was. Ooh, dire bats! Just what I've been waiting for.
Why? What do you get from those guys?
Watch this.
Holy crap! Is that a new skill that you just got?
Yeah, you got it too.
What's it under?
If you
I didn't
hit
even level
S,
up yet.
it's under your secondary skills.
Jake,
in
stop.
the same page as Grasp of
Now
Dead.
Oh, grasp but dead. Okay.
But see, let me show you what fire bats look like normally.
So that's what they look like on my guy. What do they look like on yours?
Need more money.
They're the same, but I did the dire bat rune. So they go like that, and anything they hit in that line you do damage to.
Okay.
But they eat up your mana like there's no tomorrow.
I think I had a skill. Oh, I do have a skill for that. But the plague toad. No, I don't have a skill on that one.
Oh wait,
Which one do you like?
Toads?
Yeah. Which one do you like? The toads?
Yeah,
Or
I
the
love
little
toads.
spiders? Oh my god, look at that, guys.
I usually do, for my main attack, Plague of Toads with Rain of Toads.
So as far as the Halloween movies that we were kind of talking about just a minute ago, like Ghostbusters goes, are you guys looking forward to seeing any movies this year as the holidays go on?
Yes.
The new Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah, Disney one. You guys have high hopes for that one? I mean, you know, it's It's Disney,
I
so
hope it's good.
it's gonna be weird to see. I don't know. I haven't really seen very many. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm dead. I've lost 10% durability. So do I revive at corpse?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me let you finish killing some of those guys.
Hold on, I'll get these guys away. Come towards me.
There we go.
Eat
I
my
blinded
compound.
Wow. These toads are pretty cool looking, but they don't really do a lot of damage to these guys. Am I frozen? Oh man, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. My pancreas.
But yeah, so you're looking forward to the Star Wars one. Are you guys looking forward to any like Halloween movies this year? Or?
Krampus.
Krampus looks cool. I gotta admit, I'm actually looking forward to that. What was that?
I don't know what new movies are coming out, so all I know is Star Wars.
Jesus, he's gonna kill me. I'm frozen. Oh my god. So I just
I can
lose
revive you.
for like no experience loss or what?
You lose durability on your gear.
But if he revives me?
You lose durability on your gear.
Oh, okay. So what's the benefit of doing the revive?
You're right here, right now.
You don't go into ghost form.
Was I in ghost form when I came back earlier?
No. There's not really too big of a penalty when you die. All it really is that you lose durability in your gear, and if you die too many times, your gear breaks.
Until you can go back and repair it. So I guess at some point you do have to go back to town, but I like these guys. I like the way this...
Speaking of movies, so we made it to the future, guys.
Yeah, Back to the Future is now in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't quite get some of the things right. We don't have that weather pinpointed down to the second yet, which would be cool.
Where's my damn hoverboard?
As I was actually...
Nike actually made those self-lacing shoes. They made them.
Do they work?
I don't know.
Like, how tight are they? Like, I mean, they might be able to lace themselves, but is it tight enough?
I saw a video of it, and it's like this mechanism that when you put your foot in, it grips it. But that's all I really know.
It's gonna be interesting. I mean, you know, they've always had Velcro in the laces, but man, if you can get a shoe that ties itself, or even that jacket that he had in that movie, where it like auto fitted itself, you won't have to have like dressing rooms, and you know, it'll really be one size fits all. So.
Hey, see, here's a belt and some gloves that you might want.
Ooh, check that out.
And I have to apologize. I have to step AFK for a moment.
That's all right. We got about a minute left anyway, so we can go ahead and end the episode here, guys. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button as well if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And again, guys, we want to thank you all for showing up, and we will definitely catch you next time.
See ya, YouTube.